I'm an American history buff. Welcome to the channel. Brand new. I'm going to be talking about history while trying to keep it entertaining. I hope you guys do find my stuff funny. I'm going to be talking about the Battle of Waterloo today. Try to give you guys some more in-depth of what actually happened. I do hope you enjoy. So if you guys could like and subscribe, this is a new channel, boosting the algorithm. That'd be great. If not, that's fine. But I just hope you guys enjoy the video. A little bit of background. At this point in the Napoleonic Wars, Napoleon wasn't even supposed to be in charge of France. He was gone. He had lost before. He was supposed to be some island called Elba back in, like, Italy. He shouldn't have been in France, yet he was. He escaped, and he landed in southern France. He's like, you know, I remember the glory days of when I was the emperor, when Napoleon Bonaparte was in charge. And he was good. Everyone liked him, for the most part. Oh, his neighbors didn't, but, you know, the French people did. To him, that's all that mattered. The nationalistic feelings of the French. Au revoir, or whatever the French say. I don't know, man. I'm an American. Anyway, so, how did he do it? Well, I don't know how he escaped. That's not what I'm here to talk about. But, what he did when he got back to France, now that's what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to tell you about that. So, no, he's on Elba, right? He's like, man, this is Elba, okay? You picturing here with me? Editor, follow me here, okay? This is Elba, okay? Right here. And he was like, oh, I gotta get out here, and like, France is where my mic is, okay? Following me so far, editor? Cool. So he's like, I gotta get off this, I gotta find a way to escape, so he found a boat or something. He was like, and boom, landed in the south of France. And then, you're good, editor, that's all you need to do. Anyway, so, he landed in South France, and he's like, no, I'm here, you know, time to do what I did before, let's coup the government. Let's get in charge again, the Second French Empire, baby! And so he was like, alright, I got this, I'm a Napoleon, I'm a Bonaparte, this is my job, you know. So he got in southern France, and people were like, man, our life under our current king, Louis, sucks. I don't like this man. Napoleon, when he was emperor, man, oh man, that was great days. Those were the glory days of the French. We should get him back. And then the government, the Louis, were like, Sacre bleu, Napoleon is back! Louis was upset, you know. The dude who was he just took the throne from was back. And he was with the Avengers, so he sent in the military, you know. And the military was like, okay, yeah, we'll go take Napoleon. And then they got to Napoleon, and they were like, man, I remember the glory days under your rule. And he was like, that's right. And if you help me, I'm gonna go kick Louis' dumb French butt, and we'll reclaim the glory days of the empire. And you know, the soldiers were like, yeah, I like that, give me more of that, I like that. And so they marched with Napoleon toward Paris, and you know, Louis was all like, Sacre bleu! So Napoleon marched on Paris. He had taken it. He was like, yeah, you know what, Louis? Too much of your blues and your sacras and your other stuff. Get out of here. We gotta go back to the army, the strong, proud French, the strong French. We're gonna beat the coalition forces once again. And Napoleon knew that the rest of the powers of Europe were gonna mobilize. The Russians, the Prussians, the Austrians, the Britons, the Spainins, all the Ins and the Ains. You know, Napoleon was like, alright, we gotta send in troops. We gotta defeat them before they have time to mobilize for us. So, because the French armed forces were already mobilized, he had sent in all of the forces into the Austrian Netherlands, or what is today Belgium, and also into the regular Netherlands, which is the today Netherlands. So, he had invaded the lowlands, or what is known as the Benelux region, and he was like, alright, yeah, we're gonna take them, or we're gonna defeat the coalition forces. And He did really good. He rolled on through until a certain point where he met resistance from a couple English chaps, a couple old Prussian soldiers. I don't know what they would call themselves. The Prussian Guard, the strong, proud military with a state Germans. Yeah, those guys, the Prussians. France had fought several battles before the Battle of Waterloo, but there's three main ones I want to talk about briefly. The Battle of Ligny. Now, aside from its funny name, this battle happened on June 16th, 2 days before the Battle of Waterloo, and it was against Prussian forces. And the reason why this was an important battle is because France was like, hey, Prussia, screw you, and Prussia was like, ah, man, and France, and under Napoleon, sent in troops to Ligny, forced the Prussians out, and the Prussians were like, Scheiße, and then had to run away up north. And then they fought again in the Battle of Waverly. This time, closer, but once again, a French victory. Going to back to the same day as the Battle of Ligny, French troops engaged at a place called, and here, hold on, bear with me with this one, Cortez. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I don't care. Basically, the Battle of Cortez was just English and French forces doing what English and French forces always do when they meet, killing each other. Now, the reason why this battle is confusing is it was indecisive. And what I mean by that is there was a clear winner. The English won the field. But the French got what they wanted. The French wanted to just hold off the English. They just wanted to be like, hey, English, yeah, we're not going to let you regroup. We're going to fight you here. And the English were like, damn, can't just let our men die. We have to fight. So, some English general was like, damn. And because of that, they won the field. They won the battle. But the French got what they wanted. The English were severely behind at regrouping and meeting with the Prussians. That Waterloo, the whole place that we've been building up to, we're almost there, trust me, bear with me here. Battle of Waterloo, June 18th, 1815. Every single thing has been building up to this point. The final showdown, well, they didn't know it was the final showdown at the time, but the final showdown in the Napoleonic Wars, Battle of Waterloo. So, started out with the British soldiers. They were already in Waterloo, or near Waterloo, and they were like, man, we know the French are coming. We need reinforcements from our allies. We need to get the Prussians on our side. And the Prussians were like, well, there's two main Prussians, two Prussian generals. One of them was like, we need to help our allies. Sure, they're British, but they're our allies, and, you know, the French are worse anyway. But the other one was hesitant. The other one was a bit more cautious when it came to this. They were like, I don't know, man, they are British. But the first one was able to convince the other one what they were doing, why they should send troops to the English, and he listened. He was like, fine, we'll devote some divisions, we'll help them out. And so they did, and they sent troops to Waterloo. Took them a while because their original route, fire had broken out at a factory, and the roads were in bad condition. So, great idea for them. Anyway, the Prussians did eventually arrive in about, like, noon, I believe. And this is when the battle started. It was like, I think it was 11 in the morning was around the time the battle started. And it started with a French offense. The French were throwing their men. They were like, man, we're better than these Prussians and Englishmen. We're the French. Attack! And then they threw a ton of men at their lives, and they fought two main places. There was one, like, farmyard house thingy that had some supplies in it that was very important, and then the woods, the main area of Waterloo. So, those were their main two concentrated places of attack. Their first goal in the house, they wanted to get all of their troops inside. All the troops inside the gate, and then storm. They got the first objective done. All their troops got inside the gate. It was a massacre. there was all French troops were killed from the I believe it was the Prussians. The English might have helped, but I believe it was mainly a Prussian force. Massacred all of the French troops that were there. There was one person remaining, and it was a sole drummer. And he went back to send Napoleon a message that was failed. That was done. So many people died. Don't do that. And Napoleon was like, dang. So, the woods. This offensive. This one had to go better for Napoleon, right? Well, kind of. It went better. He did manage to push some of the line, and it was like a bolt. Like, let me put my mic down. Basically, imagine this is the British line before Napoleon, and then when Napoleon was charging, it went in. However, it didn't stay like this for very long, because it seemed like the French were going to break through the middle, and they had sent some cavalry on the outskirts to try to encircle them and destroy them. Seemed like this. But after all their divisions had been crushed in the house, and those Prussians could be freed up to go fight somewhere else, they stopped the cavalry and they reinforced the British line. And they changed that bulge back to just a straight line formation and just hold off the French. Infantry charge, cavalry charge, everything Napoleon tried had failed. Until it got to the point where the Allies, the coalition, started doing their own counteroffense. And they managed to basically do a mockery of Napoleon and almost, not necessarily encircle, but go around and close off and enclose most of the French forces. And so Napoleon, realizing, okay, well, we're not winning this, he surrendered at Waterloo. And that was the famous Battle of Waterloo. It's the end of the video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. It's a new channel and helping me out because algorithms, yada yada. You've heard the spiel before. YouTube's confusing. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I truly do. And I hope you guys learned something about Napoleon or just the Battle of Waterloo or anything. And if you want to learn more, notifications, don't have to. I find notifications annoying, but you can. And if you guys want to learn about something that specifically, comment it down below. I'll make sure to cover it. I plan on doing weekly uploads. So I'll try to cover whatever you guys want me to. Have a good day.
Appelée la boiteuse, cette marche originale fut composée sur l'ordre de Napoléon Ier pour aider les traînards et les éclopés